Hi, this is a follow-on to my domestic violence video which I've just done, and I've also done another one, but it has been estimated that the domestic abuse costs the public 23 billion per annum. Okay, now the housing benefit bill, which includes people who are working who don't get enough pay despite the fact that they're working full-time, they're entitled to housing benefit. The housing benefit for Bill for Britain costs 21 billion a year. Okay? 21 billion a year. Housing benefit. Most of it going into private pockets. And domestic abuse costs us 23 billion per annum, per year. It's rising every single year. Just recently, one of my nieces was hospitalised by her partner. She nearly died. A lot of these women are so fucked in the head by the time they've been hospitalised that they refuse to press charges. They're total Stockholm Syndrome victims. We know that Stockholm Syndrome is a symptom of severe abuse. Oh, but the police are quite happily along to go along with it. Don't you want to prosecute him, love? No. Alright then, we won't. We'll leave him free to go and batter somebody else by the time you finally fucking woke up and got away from the fucker. I'm proposing now that regardless of what the woman says, if a man has battered his partner, he goes to fucking jail. Because we know so well that these women are addicted. They get addicted. It's a fact. It's a scientifically proven fact now that women particularly are chemically addicted to their abusive partner. They get addicted. Not because they like the violence. They crave for the love now. They genuinely believe that the partner's going to change and suddenly realise how much they love them. How much this woman really loves them. No, they're never ever going to do it because they are a fucking monster. They need serious psychotherapy to get the head straight because they've been brought up by Babylon. Okay? The bitch. $23 billion a year. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men will experience domestic abuse in their lifetime. Why are our family homes a risk, a threat? They are a terrorist threat. Our family homes. But we can just ignore that. Well, let's just have a look at the statistics here. And you can guarantee that they won't be the full statistics. Yeah. They're not really giving them, are they? We record all the killing of women by men. You see a pattern. A campaign group hopes to promote the government to take action to stem the risk of violence, the rise of violence against women, by keeping a database of every woman who is killed by a man. So, femicide census. Let's have a look. Oh, page not found, yeah. I didn't think that'd be fucking there for long. Women's Aid points to the increasing pressure for help services for victims of domestic abuse its survey found that more than 74,000 women sought help in 2013 to 14. The same report said on that same day in 2014, just one day, 112 women and 84 children were turned away from refuges because they could not be accommodated. So, put 112 women and 84 children together and let them experience a terrorist attack from a Muslim. Oh, suddenly the whole world is interested. But have them all individually scattered about in their family homes. And that's just a fraction that actually get away. Because the majority just put up with this shit until eventually they're killed or hospitalised. And it should not be down to the woman to prosecute. If the woman has been battered, the police can see she's been battered, she's in hospital, it don't fucking matter what she says. That guy gets arrested and he gets fucking charged and he gets put in jail. Right? That's the way it needs to be. Otherwise, what women are going to need to do is make sure that no matter what partner they get together with, they've got some heavy somewhere that if this guy starts fucking about and hitting her, this heavy's going to come in and batter the fuck out. Because that now, if I could go back, okay, if I was someone like my mum and I could go back and I could pay somebody, yeah, you're going to be my protector. Some heavy. I need a heavy with me, right? You fuck about with me, you're going to get your fucking face kicked in. Because I know the police aren't going to come and help me. So, you know, there you go. Because that's what men would be doing if it was the other fucking way round, wouldn't they? If women had all the power. And we do need to ask ourselves, women, why are you bringing these children into this world? Why are you going through all that pain, emotional suffering, psychological trauma, everything to do with pregnancy, childbirth, raising a child? Why are you doing all that just in order to hand it over to the fucking corporation and his Babylon bitch? The only thing she's bothered about is the label on her fucking handbag. And they've even got all the British people that, oh, I want one of those handbags with that label on it, because it shows how special I am. It fucking don't. It shows actually that you are indoctrinated by Babylon fucking bitch. Wakey, wakey, wakey. Women of Britain. What are you getting? What are you getting? You are expected to go through all the pain, all the suffering, the trauma, the emotional upsets of bringing up a child into this world who then tells you to fuck off, most of them, and going off working for the corporation, earning how much profits for them. Your child hasn't even got a right to have a fucking home beyond a single room. They've sold everything off. It's expected to pay a huge unrepayable fucking criminal debt that's been created by criminals, thieves and murderers. And then you look at 9/11, don't you? You know, and that's why I do have trouble supporting any British politicians, because every single one of you, including you, Jeremy Corbyn, until you stand up and say 9/11 needs reinvestigating, I've got no faith in you. Because the Emperor is stood there naked and everybody's admiring his clothes. And it is total madness. And it's all for the sake of money. Oh, I daren't say anything, I'll lose my job. Well, you better fucking start speaking, because you're all going to lose your jobs anyway. And the only one of you, any of you who are going to be employed are going to be the ones that are psychopaths who can fucking ignore reality. You're going to have to put yourself out on the line. Like I'm doing. Okay? I am put myself on the line. I'm on my own. I've got no minimum support from a few courageous individuals. But the rest of you are so fucking indoctrinated by the shite of this world that you don't even know black from white. Okay? And you're so busy trying to work out black from white that you totally miss the rainbow. The rainbow colour that we are supposed, that life is meant to give to humanity. The joy of intelligence. Where is the joy? There is no joy. Why? Because the women are being battered and fucking beaten. So how do you expect that mother to be able to give true love to her child when she's born into a world that fundamentally hates her intelligence? And hates the love that she feels for her child. Oh, come on. How many injections you've got to inject your child with mercury while we protect it from diphtheria and polio? Here you go. Mercury, mercury, mercury. How many injections can we give to your child? How much money can your baby earn? Pharmaceutical corporations. How much? You're refusing to give your child injections. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to have to take that baby off you and hand it over to a G4S children's home. And, you know, the government will pay them £200,000 a year for your child. Or maybe we'll give your child to somebody, you know, forcibly adopt it out to somebody. You never know. The child might get lucky and not be adopted by fucking child abusers. Might not end up in Ghana being sexually abused and terrorised and traumatised until the child manages to escape and return to Britain at the age of 14. On which point the family court suddenly decide that, oh, alright, then you can go back to your mum and grandma, who we removed you from at age 4 because you were under a future emotional risk. You fucking bastards. And I'll tell you now, every single one of you that ignore what's going on today, you will have to face jar. Okay? Because you might think that you got away with your shit in this world, and whatever this world is paying you, well, you will have to be accountable for everything you've done in this world and what you've contributed to and what you have ignored. Because ignorance is a crime. It's a fucking crime. And the ignorant bastards that have set this society up from 1750, when they removed our common land rights, when they destroyed our cottage industry so we were no longer self-sufficient. We were self-sufficient. We made our own clothes, our own shoes. Can you do that now? Can you make your own clothes? Can you weave and spin cloth? No, you fucking can't. The factories are there. The technology created by the intelligence is created. It's supposed to help. It's supposed to give us more time to devote to making a beautiful paradise on earth. But oh no, no, no. Instead we've got to have the vampires controlling the factories, haven't we? Wake the fuck up, because this is the 21st century, and I tell you now, my experience of universal golden light being and the message of abundance in compassion, universal law of abundance in compassion, that was not a fucking psychotic experience. That was real. okay? And until people start believing me and stop listening to the fuckers controlling the Church of England, why hasn't the Archbishop of Canterbury even deigned to talk to me about that? And I have to live with that on my own and deal with the pressures of this world and deal with complex PTSD as a result of the terror and the rape and the sexual assaults that I went through from being a baby till the age of 17. Am I an alcoholic? Am I a drug addict? I'm one of the very, very few that have survived enough to be able to tell my story and to stand up for the child. Because I will never ever forget. I will never ever give up on that child, okay? And till this planet comes to its final end, because you're all so fucking ignorant and disgusting, who control this society, I will speak out. And I will express my pain and my emotion, and I will call a spade a spade. I will call a fucking bastard a fucking bastard. Because that is what those bastards called our children, okay? Oh, you weren't married? It's a bastard. No, sorry, no. You don't have to give anything to that child. You don't have to look after that child. That child should not be part of your inheritance, Mr. A-yin. Oh, you got raped? Yeah, sorry, love. You're just going to have to give birth to that child. No, you're not entitled to it. No abortion. It's murder. You can all fuck off. How do you think it feels to a child to be told that they were born through rape? Does that child even want to be alive? No, they don't. It's disgusting. You're a dirty, just disgusting, sick world. And, you know, nobody's taking any notice of me. Nobody's listening to me. And I'm sick to death of it. And I am feeling like, what the fuck point is there being here? Just to every day swallow this fucking shite. When I know the other side, the love and the beauty and the abundance of universal intelligence, and have to tolerate living with these fucking twats. And to watch you all vote for them. And to watch them all in Parliament. And they're all still talking about fucking Muslim terrorists, when we know that they have created ISIS. They bastardised Islam to create ISIS. Oh, nobody wants to know the truth. No, let's just stick with the cartoon fucking headlines. Let's go and throw acid on a Muslim person's face because they're Muslim. You know, they don't show you the fucking pictures, do they? Because where is it? Where is it when you go onto it? Oh, it's been removed. Yeah, sorry, we switched to our new website. Try a new search. Where is it then? Where are all these women's faces? Women's age, where are they? Error, page not found. Yeah. I want us to stop seeing the killings of women by men as isolated incidents, to put them together and to see connections and patterns, to highlight what a big issue it is and to make it feel real for people, she said. Many people will now know the statistic for people killed by a partner or ex-partner. That's 2 women a week in England and Wales die that way. That's just England and Wales. But if you humanise that, you can see the role of names, then hopefully more people might think, well, there is a pattern going on here. if we continue, as I think most of us are, to deny that this is something that's happening, then we will never tackle it. So, you know, this has got to end. All these people that have been murdered, you know. She was killed by her estranged husband in her home. Brown was convicted of manslaughter. You know, they're just a hand. They're not even a handful of what's going on. And, you know, like I say, it does come down to reality, because the reality of life is being ignored. The reality of life is menstruation, okay? We know menstruation, there would be no humanity. And for centuries, women have been judged as cursed by God for the fact that they menstruate. The most vital aspect of survival on this planet. Oh, it's a curse. So how do you think that works within the male consciousness that doesn't even have periods? How do you think it works? Do you think that 50 years of modernism has fucking fundamentally addressed the shite, the legacy, the psychological and emotional legacy that has been carried through century after century to today? Do you think that the last 50 years of modernism and postmodernism has in any way at all dealt with the fundamental misogyny within our society? And it is that, and the oppression of women, to the extent that most women, all they're bothered about, you know, the most thing they're bothered about is the fucking eyebrows, the hair and the nails. And what shape the fucking pubic hair is. I do despair. But what can I say? If the planet gets destroyed, all I can say to the good people is, look, no matter which way this goes, either we save the planet or we don't. All the good people, the genuine, caring, loving people, I tell you now, do not despair. Joy's with you. The light, universal light. You are not just this body. You will find life in this universe no matter what happens to this planet. Okay? And I know that it grieves you, it grieves us to know that our planet has been destroyed by monsters, and there's nothing, we're powerless against them except to speak out and hope that the man-child stands up, because, you know, the father, there is no father really, they're all man-children. Okay? It's a man-child. That's male and female. They're all children, no matter what age they are. And all we can do is hope that he sees sense and stands up. And if he doesn't, what can we do? We've tried everything that we can. We can't do any more than speak out. And hope that the man-child does stand up in humanity. That he does take responsibility. That he does address the imbalances, because the way that we are living now is totally obscene. It is obscene. Everything that is happening in this world is obscene. Fukushima is an abomination. That's what it is. It's an abomination that everybody should be absolutely enraged, asking questions about, demanding that something is done. But no, let's ignore the abomination. Focus on austerity. Focus on where you're going to get your next meal. Focus on getting down to the fucking food bank, because you've just had a call off the agency that employs you on 0-hour contracts that you're not needed this week. Oh no, no, we don't need you this week. Can you go and find another job that quick? No, no, you can't. Oh, off to the food bank for you. Because, you know, even if you bother to apply for benefits, it's going to take at least 10 weeks before you get a penny. How many, you know, these are women that are dying by domestic violence, but how many men and women, and it is mostly men, who are dying from suicide? My friend's son of 19 years old committed suicide. 19 years old. She brought that child into this world, raised that child to live in, to grow up and arrive at the age of 19 in a society that's telling him, sorry, there's no jobs, no, we're not going to give you any money for higher education unless you want to get into £40,000-50,000 debt. No, we're not going to even give you a place to live. No, we're not even going to give you any benefits unless you're prepared to go and train how to stack boxes in pound stretcher for your benefits, for your JSA of 70 quid a fucking week. £70 a week. Go and work for that. You think my granddad gave his life for that? No, he fucking did not. You know, I never knew my granddad. That is what I paid a price for. What's the Britain before I was even born, because my own granddad, I never got a chance to know him, but I do know him. I know what he stood up for. I know that he volunteered to go and fight for Britain. I know that he campaigned for an NHS. And they think that they can rob me of my granddad. Okay, and then tell me that, oh, I can just forget about him, you know, because he's gone now, he's dead, you know. We can just carry on, you know, exploiting everybody, because what he was fighting against, well, you know, we just wanted to thin down the population. The men were all getting a bit socialist. Had to clamp down on it, create a couple of world wars, kill a load of them off, but they didn't fucking get away with it, did they? And as the last of the war heroes are dying, so too is everything that they brought, that they fought for, that they demanded, that they won, that they paid the price for. That is our legacy, and if the people are not going to stand up for that, then you are dead. You are really dead. As this system says that you are dead. It's time to get real. It's time to cut through the crap. It's time to just accept that, you know, you're going to have to start looking after the women. They have rights. But we're not getting our rights because we're just not living in a humane society. Ask a man to go to work while he's flooding on a period and he's got a headache and cramps and backache. Go and tell him to go to fucking work. He'd tell you to fuck off. But because women are physically weak, apparently that means that our rights can be ignored because we're living under the rule of Lucifer, the Luciferian law of might equals right to do as thy will, and that basically gives a man a right to rape a woman because he's mighty and she's weak. Physically. Oh, the fittest of the fittest shall survive. Yeah, well, you're all fucked. Okay? You lot, elitist, you're all fucked. In that case, because the fittest are the most intelligent. You might be completely disabled, but if you've got brain cells working and light shining, you are fit. It doesn't matter how much muscle you've got, or how much guns you've got, or how much gold you've got. You are unfit. And it is time that we stood up, because the unfit are no longer suitable for ruling our world, okay? And it's about time we woke up.